3 SUVs keep showing up at repair shops with the same expensive problems. Most buyers never check this before signing the deal. Here are the 3 SUVs mechanics repeatedly warn people about, plus what usually goes wrong. The last one could surprise you. First, GMC Acadia, 2026. The 2026 GMC Acadia attracts attention quickly. It has bold styling, a large cabin, wide screens across the dashboard, and a strong turbocharged engine. For many buyers, it feels like a modern family SUV that offers space, comfort, and updated technology in one package. But when looking beyond the showroom, repair shops are starting to notice early ownership patterns that deserve attention. This new Acadia generation introduced a completely updated electrical network. Almost every function runs through control modules. Steering assistance, braking behavior, engine response, screen displays, driver assistance features, and even climate settings all communicate through software. When systems are deeply connected like this, a single faulty signal or unstable software update can affect several features at once. Technicians report that modern GM electrical platforms require longer diagnostic sessions because issues are not always mechanical. Many service visits start with tracing communication errors rather than replacing worn parts. That time adds complexity for owners who expect quick fixes. The turbocharged engine is another area drawing early caution. Turbo engines offer good power from small displacement, but they rely on precise fuel delivery, air pressure control, and temperature regulation. The 2026 Acadia uses a high-output turbo setup combined with tight emission controls. When calibration is slightly off, drivers may notice inconsistent throttle response, hesitation at low speeds, or sudden changes in power delivery. Shops report that these concerns often lead to software recalibrations or sensor replacements. These are not rare in modern turbo platforms, but repeated visits for reprogramming are exactly the type of pattern that raises eyebrows in service departments. Transmission behavior is also being watched closely. The Acadia's multi-speed automatic gearbox is designed for smooth shifting and fuel efficiency. Early owner feedback and technician notes show cases of rough downshifts, delayed engagement from a stop, or irregular shift timing. In many cases, the fix involves updated control software or relearning procedures. Again, not catastrophic failures but repeated corrections. When the same type of concern appears across multiple vehicles, mechanics start advising buyers to pay attention. Cooling and heat management is another technical layer. This engine uses multiple electric pumps, sensors, and controlled coolant flow circuits to keep temperatures stable. If one sensor reports incorrect data, the system may trigger reduced power modes or warning messages. Diagnosing these faults can take time because the mechanical components may still be working, while the data signals are not. Repair shops generally prefer simpler cooling layouts because fewer electronic control points mean fewer possible fault paths. Inside the cabin, the large integrated display system controls navigation, media, vehicle settings, and assistance features. Touch-based interfaces reduce physical buttons, but that also means a software freeze can affect multiple functions at once. Technicians are seeing infotainment updates and module resets as common service requests in newer GM platforms. These are not major breakdowns, but they add repeated visits that owners do not expect in a new vehicle. Suspension and braking systems also use electronically assisted components. These improve ride comfort and efficiency, but when sensors or actuators fail, replacements cost more than traditional mechanical parts. Repair shops note that modern electronically assisted braking units and adaptive suspension controllers require specialized tools and programming steps. That increases service time compared with older, simpler setups. None of this means every Acadia will experience these problems, but the combination of brand new electronic architecture, new engine management systems, complex transmission control, and early repeated service trends is exactly why repair professionals advise careful research before committing long-term. Patterns matter more than single complaints, and the early pattern here points toward higher service involvement than many buyers expect. That is why the 2026 GMC Acadia fits a list of SUVs mechanics warn buyers to study closely before purchase decisions. Second is Mazda CX-90 plug-in hybrid, 2026. The 2026 Mazda CX-90 plug-in hybrid presents itself as a premium three-row SUV with sharp design, quiet driving, and strong fuel savings when charged regularly. The interior layout, screen placement, and material quality feel high-end. The plug-in system allows short daily trips on electric power alone, while the gasoline engine supports longer driving. On the surface, it appears to combine efficiency and luxury in one package. But early service observations reveal important realities that mechanics are paying attention to. The plug-in hybrid system uses a gasoline engine, an electric motor, a high-voltage battery, and a complex power management unit. All of these parts must communicate perfectly to switch between electric driving, hybrid driving, and engine-only driving. Service centers have already logged cases of system synchronization errors, where the vehicle hesitates to transition smoothly between power sources. These events usually trigger warning messages and require diagnostic resets or software updates. Charging behavior has also been under watch. Some early units report inconsistent charging session recognition, interrupted home charging cycles, or incorrect battery state readings. These issues are generally software-based rather than battery damage, but they lead to repeated service visits and recalibration procedures. The turbocharged gasoline engine in this system works under different load patterns than a normal engine. It frequently starts and stops, runs at specific RPM ranges, and interacts with regenerative braking. Technicians have reported vibration complaints during engine start transitions and uneven response during low-speed driving. Again, these are tuning and control logic issues, not broken parts, but they impact daily experience. The transmission system is also unique. Instead of a traditional automatic gearbox, the plug-in system blends electric motor output with engine power through a specialized drive unit. When software control is not perfectly matched, drivers can notice abrupt engagement or brief power gaps. Fixing these requires updated calibration files and test drive verification. Electrical load management is another key area. The vehicle distributes power between the traction battery, 12-volt system, climate control, infotainment, and safety sensors. If voltage balancing is slightly off, dashboard alerts can appear even when hardware is functioning. Technicians have reported battery management module reprogramming sessions for stability improvements. The infotainment and driver assistance systems also rely on shared communication networks. Early software builds have shown occasional screen lag, delayed camera activation, and temporary loss of sensor data. These are not permanent faults, but they result in time-consuming diagnostic work. Cooling is critical in plug-in systems. The battery, electric motor, and engine each require different cooling paths controlled by electronic valves and pumps. Irregular sensor readings have led to precautionary warning states, reduced power operation, and service checks to confirm correct flow routing. Because the CX-90 plug-in hybrid is built on a new platform with new hybrid control architecture, many calibration refinements are still being rolled out through updates. Mechanics tracking these patterns see a vehicle that delivers strong performance when everything is aligned, but one that currently demands more software attention than traditional gasoline SUVs. That is why repair professionals advise careful consideration before choosing this generation, if long-term low-maintenance ownership is the priority. Finally, Kia EV6, 2026. The 2026 Kia EV6 is a fully electric SUV with striking design and rapid acceleration, offering long-range driving on a single charge. While it looks impressive and modern, early service reports highlight areas that mechanics are watching closely. Some units have experienced inconsistent software updates that affect charging speed, battery state of charge readings, and regenerative braking behavior. These issues do not indicate hardware failure, but can require diagnostic sessions to correct. The EV6 also relies on advanced electrical systems for climate control, infotainment, and driver assistance features. Early reports note occasional temporary malfunctions in the digital interface or alert systems, which typically need recalibration. The high-voltage battery management is precise, and any slight irregularity triggers alerts to protect the battery, leading to extra service checks. Despite these early challenges, the EV6 offers smooth handling, strong performance, and a futuristic interior layout. Mechanics advise awareness of potential software-related quirks, but note that the underlying drivetrain and battery technology are fundamentally solid.